So we moved along with the build, and we've decided to put a 45 cut along this bottom edge to break the edge. Some shooters that get a high grip will actually get a cut across their top of their thumb. So we've done that. We also stepped in and did a relief cut here in front of these cocking serrations. That's the same depth as the slot. Gives it a nice little profile look. We also stepped in and cut a 45-degree bevel across the bottom and both sides just for aesthetics, but it also looks nice, and it'll go in and out of the holster a little easier without grabbing. So we're moving along with the build. We've put the Avtech extractor in, extended firing pin in place, and next we're going to put the sights on it, and we're going to move on down to the body and assemble the gun, and then we're going to go out for a test fire. All right, we have everything that's been machined and finished, ready to go. The slide obviously has been fitted to the frame. You've watched that. The barrel's been fitted. One component that we didn't show you is the final chambering of the barrel. Barrels come short chambered, and we chamber these with a chambering reamer, and we get the head of the case just a couple of thousandths below the hood. That's the way 1911s are designed to run. We have blended in the beaver tail, and the trigger has been put in, the hammer sear disconnector, and the safeties have been fit. And we're going to go through final assembly, and I'm going to explain to you a couple of the steps during that process. So we're headed to final assembly. So we put the barrel in. I find it easier to hold it upside down. Get the hood aligned. I need that link up and out of the way. This captive rod system, it just has a little paper clip holding it in place. And I push it up and get it set on the shoulder along with the barrel. Hold it down. I put the slide in. I'll have to wiggle the barrel just a little bit to get it to line up and go inside the cutout in the frame. I'll back it up just a little bit, get my hole lined up for the takedown pin. Put the slide stop in, make sure it's lined up. Now the little paper clip we had in there, I got to shake it out of the way. You'll see it fall out. Now the operating system is ready. At this point, I'm going to lower the trigger just a little bit, and I'm going to show you some critical parts inside that have to be fitted to the safety. So the critical part of fitting this safety is actually this piece here, and I've left it shiny so you can see it. And inside the gun is the sear right here. And what we have to do is cut this until it blocks that sear with just a little bit of positive pressure, but it has to be cut in such a fashion that you can take the safety in and out without interfering with the sear. So I bring it back to the cocked level, which is how the safety has to be placed in. And if you can see this on the camera, that little foot right there is now sitting on that safety, and that's what's blocking it to keep this gun from accidentally going off if you have it in the safe position. So we put the beaver tail in place, and now there's a little trick I use on this safety, and again, the hammer has to be cocked. So I put this in place, and I just take an Allen wrench, and I sneak right in behind that plunger tube, and I put that in there, push that out of the way, and I'm done. Positive safety on, positive safety off. So now we're going to do a function test, which is this is the hardest thing you can do to a 1911, is just let it fly. Hammer didn't fall. Very good. Do it again. Now I'm going to hold the trigger in. Hammer didn't fall. Great trigger. Now I'm going to test it. And I'm aiming for somewhere between 2.5 and 3 pounds on this particular one. I'm going to hold my gaze very steady. And I'm at 2 5/8. Dead on where we want. We're ready to go test fire this gun. So we're going to do a dry function test, make sure that the gun works. Feeds first round. That gun should run.